Well, I think originally they, and we were told as well to expect that they will be treating her as an adult. They will be talking to her. You won't be any part of it. And I said, watch me. And, and Dawn was, there as well. And we just said, no, we are going to be a part of this. So anytime they would talk to her, I would always speak up to let them know that I was there too. So I forgot
about that. Yeah, they said, we'll be dealing with Taylor.
Yeah.
And as professionals, that's what they are supposed to do.
That's what they're told to do.
But that's our little girl.
Yeah.
And, Yeah. Both Jacqueline and I felt that, maybe it would be if you could kind of let us know ahead of time so we can help filter down to Tay. Although, as we told you, she was very tough, but she was still a kid.
I think it's really hard when you're a young adult to have a voice, because I feel from the get-go it was parent-centered care, not really patient-centered care. And I know it sounds awful to say, but you turn to the parent and you say, oh, so how did things go this week? Well, they don't know. They're the patient's the one that's living it. And I saw that happen. I would, go to a few of Taylor's visits, and I would see that happen. Taylor would be sitting in the bed, and she eventually just shut down because they never addressed her first. And I don't know how you get around that with parents that are scared, that want to protect their kid, who's a young adult, and the patient that wants to be the patient because that's the kind of care we're supposed to deliver. Did she ever get time with just her nurse or just her doctor without her family? No. And do I think that's important? Yes. I don't want to talk about those awkward things like sexuality with my parents around, but we never foster that ability to have those conversations without mom and dad present. And that, I think, would have to be fostered from the very beginning of diagnosis, because you can't just go, hey, can you please leave the room right now, mom and dad, or husband or wife? Like, I think from the beginning, they should always have their visit with their doctor first, or their nurse first, so that they can talk about the scarier things, or things that are a little bit awkward that you don't want to talk to with your parents. And I think that opens a safety net for the patient to have those times to be like, hey, I just need to talk to my doctor or my nurse right now. Is that okay?
Yeah, if they would have maybe grabbed Jacqueline's side, she was with her that night, the emergency, and then into Tom Baker, even that second day. So, how would you like us to work with your daughter on this?
Yeah.
Maybe we work with the parents more so.
On certain things.
Make it as a family, not just I know they don't have time, but maybe they should start to make just a little time to assess the situation.
Who I am in this situation is going to evolve, because as a young adult you're evolving. You really don't know who you are. Let's be honest. The person I was when I was 18 to the person I am now is different. And I think the person that Taylor was at the beginning of her treatment, towards the end of the treatment, was different. And I think that's always going to evolve with a young adult. So I think it's really important to realize that at the beginning of this diagnosis, they're going to be scared. That's normal. And they're not going to really know how to tread the water, but maybe they're going to figure it out. But if we shut that off from the get-go, and we always address mom and dad because the young adult doesn't know the questions to ask, then that's not okay, Yeah.
Well, I felt myself, that whole crew on the 5th floor, because we spent a lot of time.
That 5th floor is amazing.
They're all considered family to us. Everyone who...
They're amazing.
They are. Amazing breed of people.
I just feel so bad that I haven't been able to get the guts to go back up there.
We have a few things we'd love to take up to them.
Yeah, we still, neither of us can go up there. But someday we will.
Here we go. Come on up.
That's a boy.
Yeah. There we go.
Who's that? Oh.